dancehall dudes was like rip hip hip, and we was on something different, but we found different ways to get on the beat and be creative. So
that's a fact.
That's why I always say, and it's a fact, that all West Indian MCs are the best MCs, and no one could argue me down. Like Little Fame is from Trinidad. What are you telling me?
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know.
Little Fame is Trinidad. So when you go through every group, and you think about it, one of them dudes has lineage back to the West Indies.
Yeah. You're right.
Slick Rick Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? Buster Jamaica, Biggie Jamaica, Heavy D Jamaica. You could name them.
Yeah,
okay. And if one of them don't come from the West Indies, they was always around West Indians, and you know what I'm saying, and they borrowed whatever from them.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's why back in when we first started the journey to do the documentary, man, we just was thinking about how Flatbush was like that epicenter of a lot of shit. What they saying over there?
Yo, somebody said they remember me at hooky parties.
You was the 50s. Yo, the 50s was known for the bash for the crazy hooky parties.
Y'all remember him at hooky parties? All right. Remember me at hooky parties. Steel, sharp, and steel. Yeah, steel does sharp and steel. Let me. Anybody got questions in here? Big up, Roderick. Yeah, that's the dude that called my name. I mean, you can ask me any question inside here too, since I'm here, because I don't too much do interviews. You know, don't do that.
Yeah, it's just the chop up still. You know what I'm saying? I see.
Yeah. I really don't do those. If anybody got a question, you could ask, and then we'll answer it inside here. It's all good. Yeah, man. So
who you think had the best hooky parties in Flatbush, man? And I know the 50s. To me, I think of parties in the bush. You tell me it's a party in the 50s, I'm always like, okay, I'm in. It's pure
all of the hooky parties in the 50s were memorable hooky parties, bro. All of them were memorable. I ain't gonna name nobody's name, but there used to be a house directly across the street from Tilden, and it was funny because when it came to lunch period, ain't nobody staying in there for lunch. We just knew that it was hooky party time, and everybody just went across the street and had the incredible hooky parties, man. It was a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we always talk about hooky parties and block parties, and I don't know. I know a lot of people. I did an interview a while back with Shivy and shit. Big shout out to Shivy, man. And he in Yard right now. He always say tennis court. He always say tennis court had the best hooky party. Everybody always say this.
Nah. Everybody gonna always say they side had the best hooky parties. You feel me? Because a lot of people wasn't trying to travel. That's them time there when, you gotta think about it, that's them time there when 50s and 40s, you understand what I'm saying? There was a little friction, so everybody stayed on their side. Unless you was cool with certain man from the 40s or whatever, and you went to one of their basement bashments, then you was good. But, you know, they had some that you'd enter in there and be like, yo, dag, I hope I could get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but then all roads always kind of led to certain shit. Biltmore, the Ark, certain shit always Kenmore, like, so, like how you said, everybody stay to their side until it's time to step outside your side.
Yeah, until it's time to step outside, because you're going to bump into them same dudes at Biltmore, you know what I'm saying, and you're going to give them the head nod or whatever, you know what I'm saying. That's some time when dudes used to buy out beer Kanai, you know what I'm saying, like Kanai was big back then.
Yeah. That sounds like some Love People days and all them time there.
Yes, Love People, man. And what is Love People is what now? That's a
it turned it into, was a church last time I remember, right?
It was a church. Yeah, I think it's a church. Yeah, they had a lot of things that happened at Love People. I'm glad it's a church, boy.
God bless.
It had to be a
God bless Love People.
Yeah, God bless Love People, boy, because a lot of things happen at Love People. It had to be something with blessings, man, because that ground and that club there was crazy. Yeah. Even when you think about
the Ark too. The
Ark was crazy.
They turned that crazy. Yo, but one thing about the Ark that I like, I mean, I like the fact that Love People turned into a church, but one thing I like about the Ark is that when they took it down, they took it down. That shit was nothing else. It was the fucking Ark. That shit was rocks out.
It went down in history. The Ark went down in history.
That shit was epic. Those times was epic.
It went down in history. It went down in history. What I loved about the Ark is when Ralph threw his parties. Everybody else's parties was good, but when Ralph from Video Music Box threw his parties, those are the best parties because he used to film the live performances. You know what I'm saying? And that a lot of fights happened at the Ark too, man. Big up to Beast for being at the door and letting dudes in proper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Beast was from my sides too.
Yeah, big up to Beast, yo. Big up to Beast. He used to always hold me down when I was in there. You all right? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm over here standing at the side, man, just drinking my tigs.
Yeah. All roads definitely led to those spots, man. Somebody just asked in the comments. Somebody just asked how you balance your hip hop with your Trini roots, like how you balance the two.
I don't. I think for me, it's no need for the balance. The balance is there. I just think that I think when people hear me, they just know. You know what I'm saying? They just know, nah, dude ain't regular. He ain't regular. So then people would ask me, so are you from Jamaica? I'm like, nah, no, I'm not Jamaican. My parents is from Trinidad and Barbados. I'm just one of the mixed up youths that have a different view and outlook on how I approach music, and that's what you're hearing. You're hearing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the balance comes from.